Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you. Share us about the journey of the company.
See, I started this company in 1992. I had over 16 years experience with the corporate sector. This company was just formed with maybe very small amount of 2,700 rupees. We started trading of batteries, UPS systems, and then we became importer for the batteries. That was in maybe around 2001. From 2001, we were importing rocket batteries. Then we started importing Panasonic batteries. We became national importer of Panasonic batteries. With the dollar prices going high, the batteries were becoming very difficult to sell. We landed up into manufacturing of solar modules. This is how IB Solar name is born. IB Solar today enjoys very good reputation in the North India market. We are a very key player for high quality panels. Our panels are used by many EPC companies for power plants, street lights, applications.
Solar module prices are globally dropping,
Yeah.
And where do you see the price stability coming in? How is IB Solar is reacting to this type of technology?
See, when we started 3 years back, the module prices was around 225 rupees per watt. Today, the same panel is available at 228 rupees per watt. So if you see, there is a drastic reduction of the prices. This has been possible with great demand of solar modules coming up for the power plants. But the unfortunate part for India is that the Make in India is failing terribly. We have done many representation to Secretary. We have done Secretary of MNRE. We have done representation to the industry. But we do not see light of the day. There are panels which are coming from China and other countries. They are under wattage panel. It is very, very unfortunate that some 3 years back when we entered into the market, it was just called as a under wattage market. All panels coming from China of very low quality, low wattage. And when these our consumers were buying panels, maybe like I would say the ruler in India was buying the panels, they were not getting the required power from the panels. And the trust on the solar industries was vanishing. In fact, when we started manufacturing of high quality panels, people used to say, you will not exist in this market because you will not be able to get the proper price. Coming back to the solar module industry, now Make in India, we buy the basic raw materials. We do not have the basic raw materials here. We buy cells from Taiwan, glass from China, some raw material from Korea. We just assemble and start selling and compete with the Chinese industry only. So when we are buying everything from out of country and competing with the China, and that too of under wattage panel, it is becoming very, very challenging job. It's a very, very challenging job first.
So why Make in India campaign of Indian government is failing, and how it can be encouraged? How the government can encourage this?
If you look at the scenario of industry, in India, we get land at a very high price. If I am an entrepreneur in China, I will get land free of cost. I will get subsidy on electricity. I will get subsidy on everything, whichever I am buying. Labor is available cheap. On the contrast, in India, land prices are very high. I have to at least go to 26 departments to satisfy them. And in every department, things are not good. There are so many hanky-panky going on in each and every department. we have a big challenge from them. Slowly we see with the Prime Minister Modi coming, there is a change in the working of the industry. We have now many things which are available online. Solar module industry needs a protection. There are two ways to protect solar module industry. One, to impose anti-dumping duty on the solar modules coming from other countries, which government has not been able to do because of WTO or other commitments. B, to improve upon the quality of the panel which are coming from China and other countries. For this, we need Indian standards to come in force. There should be some testing arrangements, some restrictions for the importation of panels to India by imposing some quality standards on the imported panels. On the other hand, for Indian industry, Indian module manufacturing industry, we have MNRI testing. We have got IEC testing by MNRI. For the other brands, it's not there. For the imported brands, it's not there. They can bring any panel, sell at any price. If you go to probably Lajpat Rai Industries, you will find all kind of brands available. And if you measure the wattage, none of the wattage is more than 50%. Our MNRE ministry is well aware about it. They have put these remarks many times. In recent tender of Delhi government, I have seen they have very clearly said they want only good quality Indian made panels and they do not need Chinese panels. If this change is good, this change is very good, and if it is adopted by other states or by MNRE themselves, probably the things in this industry will improve. The second way to help this industry is that the government of India is giving subsidy to installer of power plant. If this subsidy, if the subsidy is given to panel manufacturer instead of power plant installer, the Indian panels would become cheaper as compared to what they are coming from China, and we will be competitive. This will help Indian manufacturers to come up better and improve upon the quality, improve upon the manufacturing activity. It is very, very difficult for Indian solar module industry to exist. As such, we have started bleeding. Whatever, there is hardly any margin available in manufacturing of modules.
How has the falling module price affected the EPC players in the market in a negative and a positive manner? I mean, as the industry is expecting further drop in the module price, what is the impact it is likely to have on the solar industry?
Our MNRE is very happy that module prices are going up. With this, total cost of the project is going down and the cost of generation is coming down. In one of the recent tender, we have just seen price of 1 kWh less than ₹3. It is very difficult to see. On the other hand, many ministries have checked. Many of the power plants installed are not giving adequate power because of very low quality solar panel being used. So if you see a positive part, yes, the rate of kWh is coming down, which is called power unit. But on the other hand, it is not good for it is not good because many of the projects are getting failed. because you will not get adequate power from the power plant. See, if I have got 100 kilowatt unit power plant installed and my rate tariff is 2-3 rupees, but if I am not able to generate more than 70%, the 3 rupees thing will not work, and it should have been higher.
What are the module price development that you expect in the months ahead? What is your strategy? What is IRIS Solar's strategy to compete against the Chinese players in the market?
It is very difficult to compete with Chinese player till Government of India put some restriction on the import, whether by way of anti-dumping duty or by quality standards. There had been many talks going on in MNRE. I have also attended few meetings of implementation of BIS for all the vendors, all the manufacturers, indigenous as well as foreigners. But nothing has moved further. Now we were told that from 1st November 2016, the notification is likely to come. In the meantime, we saw many transfers in the MNRE ministry. In the end, nothing has come. I have done many representations through ASSOCHAM, FICCI to Government of India, but we have not seen any progress in that. We keep on telling Ministry that we are bleeding. Ministry also confirms that it is very, very difficult to exist as a solar panel manufacturer. But only good part is that demand in India is increasing like anything. And we keep on getting some customers or small vendors who pay us our required price. And this is making us, maybe I have got 50% of the customers, those are EPC manufacturers where I don't get any margin, but there are other vendors who are either using for their houses or for their offices. There we get some margins, and this is how we are surviving in this industry.
There is a difference in the price of the Chinese modules and the one which has been manufactured by the Indian manufacturers. So what is the reason why should an EPC player should opt for the Indian manufactured panels and modules?
I would like to explain to you. If I, as a module manufacturer, I make panels with imported cells, good quality cells from Taiwan or China, and the cells which are available in the Indian market, there is a price difference of rupees 5 to 6 as far as final product of solar module is concerned. All EPC manufacturer is basically forced to buy panel with domestic content only in the cases where it is written in the tender. If Government of India does not write that DSR contract is there, he will never buy the panel. Even today, it is written that we want so and so brand of panel with domestic content. He is importing, the vendor, the manufacturer is still importing panel from China under his brand and supplying it. No one can make out whether these are with imported cell or with local cell because of so many reasons. In case you say domestic content is removed, it will be very difficult for not only solar module industries to survive, but also the cell manufacturers. Then it will be so open to import cells, so open to import panels, and people will start using all those. The only possibility what I see is that if Government of India wants to save or encourage Indian industry, they need to give subsidy to solar module manufacturer. In case the subsidy is there, we will be competitive with the Chinese or other markets.
How is IB Solar assisting client with service post-sale?
We are manufacturing panels now for almost 2.5 years. You will be surprised that there is a zero complaint in our panel for last 3 years. Whether in terms of loose connections or any power problem, we are taking so many care in our factory before the panel is dispatched. We have very long list of customers and they are so regular and they are attached with us for last 2.5 years. So that speaks very high quality of our panels. And we have service engineers also available. Those who go assist the EPC vendor in connection, in making connections, understanding the product, or if any issue is there, at least that issue is justified, is attended.
What are the expected technologies or the progress that we can expect, the changes that we can expect from IB Solar in the near future?
We'll have to go along with the industry. As and when there is a development, like we are going to see different type of high wattage panels and all that. So we'll have to come along with in line with the industry. Only then we can survive in the market. That is what we are doing.
On the CSR prospect, what the company is doing so far? Has done so far?
See, there are many of our customers, either in media industry or in other industry, who are adopting villages and doing electrification. We have one of our media industry, we have supplied street lights in the Mathura, near Mathura, so village is near Mathura. So those type of activities have come up in the CSR. So at least there is awareness in the industry to do something in terms of CSR also.
One message that would you like to share with the Indian manufacturers, specifically for the Indian manufacturers? One message.
Our message will be that let us unite, represent ourselves to the government of India, and not see our Western interest, that I can import also under my name and do selling in the government of India. We should think the way our Prime Minister, our Chief Minister thinks of our people. So we should all make a representation to Ministry, to our Minister, Mr. Goel, to look into this industry and see that we flourish. If we flourish, the solar industry flourish.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Welcome.